Yo, what's up, baby? What's up, Kern?
What's happening, big dog? What's happening?
Man, another day here with you, actually. You know, another
Hey.
week is what I meant to say. Another week, another day here. It's getting late.
Weekday, same
Thoughts
shit.
are, yeah,
Right?
same
It all
shit,
blends
different
together
day.
after a while.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. How you been, buddy? How you been?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. You know what I mean? Just living a dream, raising a baby, loving little man, loving life. How about you, big
Full-time
dog?
job right there with the little man.
Man, he's got me running around the house, playing in the backyard. I might be losing some weight because of him, yo.
It's about to say, I think that's what happened to my dad with Tucker.
Really?
Kept him busy.
Yeah. Oh, that's dope.
You know, I need to come over there and get some exercise.
Hey, come through, big dog. You know what I mean?
But,
we need a baseball coach anyway. I'm trying to get my dog to the league.
Just let me know, man. I'll come over there and teach him.
All right, man, I got you.
And I was,
it's an open door policy at my place. Just come through.
Yeah. I hate, as we talk about sports and everything, I got a little gig for the Arnold Palmer Invitational, which is like golf, like selling merchandise or whatever.
Yo, that's dope.
For like 10 days, I honestly just go there, and they have like tents set up, and I just interact with people.
So you get to just sit there and watch golf all day.
Watch golf and sell merchandise.
Hell yeah, yo.
Can't really complain with that, man.
You can't beat that, you know what I mean? Just a nice chill day.
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
Got an Palmy in your hand, selling some merch.
I don't know if I can drink, but I can try.
Arnold Palmer, iced tea with
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That's
what they. Yeah, I got you now.
Hey, we don't drink on the job, baby. This is a family safe environment. You ain't drinking on the job.
Safe it is because everybody else is drunk. But
speaking of that, bro, did you see the waste management tournament, the golf tournament, and how crazy it got?
Did I? I don't think so.
Bro, they had to stop selling alcohol.
Yes, I heard about that because it got too rowdy.
Yeah. Yo, could you imagine at a golf tournament, they're like, yeah, cut them off. No more.
Yo,
how rowdy do you have to be?
Those people get rowdy.
But it's a golf tournament. It's not like it's a hockey game or a baseball game or like a football game or anything crazy. It's just you're just watching a guy swing a club at a ball.
That's why you get drunk.
That's a fact. I'm gonna shut my ass up. That is a fact.
But yeah, so that's it. I'm actually excited. Get to be around sports, even if it is golf. At least see, maybe get to meet someone famous. Who knows?
Hell, you might get the exclusive and bring it to the podcast.
Yeah, right. I mean, I'm excited for it. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, we're gonna start a new segment. I think. No, I think I know. I know. It was, there's so much. No, I'm not going to say there's so much bad, but all we hear is the bad and everything. How the world is going to crap. How this person's bad. All the negative stuff about people. And, it kind of, I don't like it at all. So I knew there's good in the world. So I think we're going to start it off with feel-good stories. We're going to start from here on out. Every episode with a feel-good story.
Oh yeah, start the day off with some positivity, some positive energy. You know what I mean? I like it.
That's right. Get it going, get us in the good spirit because, Kern, we both know we have a lot to talk about with free agency, NFL news, the draft coming up. We might be more busier now than we were during our fantasy season and everything.
Bro, there's so much happening in the football world right now. I didn't realize how busy the off season was until I truly started paying attention for this podcast. Normally I'm like, oh, the Eagles picked someone up. Oh, this guy got dropped. Oh, blah, 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 blah. But now it's like, oh, there's so much I have to intake.
Yeah.
There's so much happening.
And a lot of the stuff we're going to cover is just some of it. It's some of the big stories, but we're definitely not going to get everything but it's definitely a lot now. So I mean, it's a lot. So let's start with I see that you have a feel good story for me. We have two. We're gonna start it off with two. You
All
have
right.
one. I have one. We'll go from there.
I do. Shout out to Travis Kelce and T Swift, yo. So we
Uh
all know
oh,
about
here we
the.
go.
See, I'm not a
Never
huge
thought
T Swifty
I
fan. I don't
never
know
thought
who
I'd
is like
hear
that.
Karen talk about T Swift.
Hey, this might be the only one and only time you might hear it. She did something good, so I got to put it out in the universe. You feel me?
Okay.
But shout out to them. Shout out to Travis Kelce and T Swift. They each donated $100K to the victims that were part of the KC shooting. Taylor Swift donated $100K to GoFundMe to Lisa Lopez Galvin. How do you say her name? Is it Galvin?
I think it's Galvin or Gavin or one of those.
I feel like I read it, and I feel like I'm always messing up her name. Like when I heard about it earlier.
I think it's Gavin. I don't know, but regardless, it's the person that died in the shooting.
Yeah. Either way, regardless, may she rest in peace. She was a major importance to the city of Kansas. She was a DJ. She worked for a radio show. She was married for 22 years, left behind her husband and 2 kids. Sad story. But with the GoFundMe that Travis Kelce and T Swift started, it's essentially it's all going to go to medical bills. And it's also going to go to 2 other victims in the shooting. The Reyes girls. I don't know if you heard about it or not. If you heard it, stop me.
Not really. I mean, I heard about them, but tell me about them.
All right, cool. So at the parade, they were both shot in the leg.
Oh,
Yeah, they were super young. They were both shot in the leg. Unfortunately, like I said before, Lisa died. May she rest in peace. But good news, these 2 young ladies are still alive. And with the money that was raised by Travis Kelce and T Swift, they both chipped in $100K each. Mad dope. Love hearing that. Good news, both girls, they survived, but they're going to be in a cast for months. But all the medical expenses will be paid due to the GoFundMe that Travis Kelce and what's her name? Taylor Swift.
Started. That's awesome, man.
Another cool thing about that, though, my bad for cutting you off. Another cool thing about that is if all the medical expenses, words are fun. If all the medical expenses are paid for, the rest of the money is going to go to the college fund. I love hearing that. I thought it was super dope that they're doing something like that because, like you said earlier, there's so much negativity in the world. Mm-hmm. And just to hear that small little glimpse of someone giving back to the community, just wanting to see their community strive and not just be remembered for a tragedy that happened on such a momentous day. Shout out to them. Shout out to T Swift. Shout out to Kelce. They got nothing but love for me.
Yeah, that's awesome. 100K to them is nothing, but to victims and all that other stuff, to get all the medical stuff paid for and everything, especially surgery and a funeral and everything, all that is definitely expensive. So shout out to them and everybody else that has donated to those GoFundMe. But like you said, rest in peace to Lisa, and may prayers go out to her family and the Reyes girls as well. Speedy recovery. Don't give up. Keep going. Glad you're still with us. But that kind of brings me to my feel-good story.
Talk to me.
My feel-good story is I'm a huge North Carolina fan, and North Carolina doesn't like Duke. Big rivalry.
Okay. All right, talk to me.
But it becomes a moment where it's more than just sports and basketball and everything. About 2 weeks ago on February 7th, it was a big moment at Duke in the Cameron Indoor Stadium. It was more than just basketball. The biggest moment of the night and one of the best moments ever came at halftime of Duke's basketball game against Notre Dame. The Cameron Crazies, which are the student section of Duke, got loud and welcomed Harper Harrell to half court. A little bit about Harper is she is a 10-year-old girl who was diagnosed with leukemia at 8 years old. She fought through 164 days of chemo treatment. She never kept fighting to kick cancer's butt. Which brings us back to Wednesday night of the basketball game as Harper stood at half court in front of 9,314 filled seats. She got to ring the bell indicating she has finished her treatments of chemo. She
has
kicked
to ring it
cancer
in the stadium?
in the stadium. They brought her half court at halftime, let her ring the bell in front of a sold out thing, and I'm gonna tell you, being part of the Cameron Crazies is being a UNC fan. Like, they get loud for basketball games. They got even louder for her as she got to ring that bell and kicked cancer's ass. I want to say congrats to Harper, and I want to do a big shout out and thank you to Duke University for making this moment special to her. It was on national TV and everything, and I know it meant a lot to her to ring that bell in front of so many to indicate that she's done. Like, she's done. Kicked cancer's ass, so it makes. I mean, it was a feel good story, and seeing it on Sports Center and stuff, it was awesome. And I am tearing up because it's stuff like that should be celebrated more and should be brought to more attention. And there's a lot more people that are going through the same thing. So don't give up. Harper and everybody and a lot of other people have fought cancer, beat their ass. And Michael Strahan was actually in the audience. And with Michael Strahan, his daughter's going through brain cancer. She is struggling. Keep your head up, Isabel. Harper got through it. You're going to get through it. Keep fighting. Don't give up. So, congrats to Harper. Isabel, keep going. Lisa and her family, prayers with you. Reyes girls, keep fighting. So I mean that is awesome.
Little man just woke up.
All right, but we're gonna get into a little bit of NFL stories that are not really like draft related or anything. We've learned that the Chiefs offensive guard Nick Algeretti played in the Super Bowl with a torn UCL. He tore that ligament in his elbow in the second half of the game. He continued to play and helped the Chiefs win their third Super Bowl in 5 years. If anybody knows you tear anything, especially in the shoulder and your alignment, good luck. And the fact that he continued to play. 49ers stud defensive tackle Eric Armstead played through a torn meniscus in his right knee. He tore it, I think, week 13 against the Eagles. It did make him sit out the rest of the regular season, and he had an extra week to rest because, they had a bye week because they were the number one team in the NFC. But he played in the playoffs without getting it repaired. He is undergoing surgery sometime in the offseason and will most likely be ready for training camp. So congrats to both of them for playing through injuries. No, it wasn't easy. Now they get to just relax, rest it, do what they got to do. And then one of my personal favorites is Matthew Slater has officially retired from the NFL. Slater was a special teams force for the Patriots. He was a 10-time Pro Bowler on special teams. He'll go down as one of the key players in the past 3 Super Bowls that the Patriots won. Definitely a team leader. Like I said, he was a 10-time Pro Bowler. He was a special teamer. He was a leader. So definitely a good career. His next stop is probably going to be Canton, Ohio for the NFL Hall of Fame. So congrats to Slater on his career with the Patriots. And it looks like the Patriots are now out of no one on that team has won that Super Bowl, their last Super Bowl. Everybody has come and gone. Slater was the last piece. He's officially retired, so good for him. Can't wait to see what that brings.
That's awesome about Matthew Slater. trying to scare you.
Mm-hmm.
But in all seriousness, shout out to Matthew Slater. But let me ask you this:
Mm-hmm.
do you feel that Matthew Slater or that Devin Hester didn't get the same amount of praise and love that Matthew Slater's getting? Like, I get it. Special teams, All Pro, Pro Bowl, 10 years in a row, dope. But who else was doing what Devin Hester was doing on special teams? Guaranteed return?
I think Devin Hester's the best special teams player there is.
Over Devin Hester?
No, Devin Hester is the best.
Oh! I thought you said Matthew Slater.
No, Matthew Slater. I think why people have him is because he was with the Patriots. Is he won 3 Super Bowls? He had Tom Brady. You see the whole. He got more publicity because he was part of the Patriots.
So, do you think that if Devin Hester was with the Pats, he would have got the same sort of shout out?
I think so. I think Devin Hester.
Go ahead.
I think Devin Hester got the recognition that he was in because he made it to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but how long did it take for him to make it to the Hall of Fame? Bro's been retired for like 4 or 5, however long.
Yeah, but you have to wait a certain amount of
talking
years.
About this guy. Wasn't it like 3 years or 5 years or something like that?
We have to wait like 5 years or something.
Yeah, and he's exceeded the limit.
He just got in, didn't he?
Yeah, he just got in. But he's been retired for how long now?
I don't think Soto's going to go in right away.
They're already talking about this guy. It seems like it. Like he's going in tomorrow or something.
He was a very key player to like the last 3 Super Bowls in New England. So I think, unfortunately, Devin Hester played on teams that weren't really televised, like the Falcons, that didn't really do much, the Bears. So it was, they had good teams, but it wasn't like the Patriots where, you saw them in the Super Bowl almost every year. You saw them in the AFC Championship. They were always surrounding with Gronk and Edelman and doing documentaries on the Patriots and shout-outs and everything. So Tom Brady shouting them out. Everybody congratulated him. So I think that's why Slater was a little bit more popular. And I think the Patriot fans, that fan base, is they're vocal about it, to whereas other people were like, okay, Devin Hester, whatever. We knew what he was capable of returning a touchdown no matter what.
I was just about to say that. We knew what he was capable of.
We knew.
A lot of people were like, oh, Devin Hester, he's just a return dude. Yeah. That can get you 50-plus yards every time he touches the ball.
Yeah. The best return guy in NFL history. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's I think they both played important. I would say Devin Hester's a lot better, as I just think Slater was on a team and that special teams unit was usually good, and he was the leader of all that. So I mean,
no, that makes sense.
So
that makes sense.
He got publicized, or however the hell you say the word. I can't speak tonight. A little bit more because of the team he was on.
I dig it.
But let me tell you, on Madden, there's 2 people you played with. Mike Vick and Devin Hester. You had Mike Vick run the ball, and you had Devin Hester return the ball.
Man, I'm saying, if you felt a little crazy and you had them both on the same team, you might even throw Devin Hester running back just to see what happened. Oh, I got a story for you in the NFL. Shout out Jennifer King.
Oh, yeah? What'd she do?
She became the first Black female assistant coach on the Bears. But crazy is that in 2021 she was hired with the Commanders.
Okay.
Right?
Damn.
So she obviously doing something right to still be in the league under a contract. You know what I mean? Maybe with a different team, but she's doing something right. You feel me?
I mean, she gets hired, so I mean, good for her. That's awesome. It's good to see. It's good to see women in the NFL being coaches and everything.
No, I agree. It's awesome seeing a different minority group. That's not the usual sideline. Same referees, same coaches, same this, same that.
Yeah.
Like, female referees. I love seeing it.
Yeah.
Just because it's different. It's something new. It's not the same old referees that going to call the same bullshit holding calls or the same bullshit interference calls. Like, okay, New person.
Because
They might, but it's a new person. You got to give him a shot.
Yeah, you got to give them a shot. And
Exactly.
the women, no one seems to have a problem with the women referees. So I mean,
I haven't heard one
I don't
story.
hear anybody. No.
So
yeah. You have any more stories for us? That is awesome, Jennifer King.
Yeah. Shout out to her.
It's awesome. I love to hear it.
On a less positive note.
Oh God, talk to me.
Dre Greenlaw, yo.
Oh God, I hate that name because of what happened to him.
Bro, it's got to be brought up. We didn't talk about it last week. It's got to be brought up. This brings me back to what I asked you in previous podcasts. Is it the field? Is it the turf? Or is it the grass?
Yep, I gotcha.
Imagine being at the Super Bowl. You're about to go out there and you tear your Achilles. Not from celebrating, not from jumping, just from taking a skateboard.
But what kind of freak accident is that, though?
Right?
Like that is something that is a freak accident. I don't care if you're on turf or whatever. I mean, I'm not going to argue that because he was just going out there to freaking go out and play defense, and he just snapped it. So I mean, it was, I don't know, but I know he is. What were you going to say about him? Was that it?
I mean, yeah, that's all I got for him right now. Honestly, I just feel bad because it's biggest moment of your life. Well, biggest sports moment of your life, because I don't know if you got kids and you're married or whatnot.
Yeah.
But your biggest sports moment of your life. You didn't make a tackle. You're not celebrating. You're not doing anything. Your coach simply said, "Hey, defense on the field," and you tear your Achilles.
Yeah, if you remember, I had him winning the MVP if they would have won on defense.
Mm-hmm. I do remember you saying that.
The game fucking hot.
Kelsey couldn't get open. He was all over Kelsey.
Oh, dude, and I will say that is one reason that defense kind of, took a turn for the worst. Besides the play callers, they didn't have Greenlaw out there. That kind of turned the whole momentum. It was like, oh, shit. And it's not like they could have rallied because it was a freak accident. It's not like he got laid out. You know how they rally, someone gets hurt, whatever. But he literally just went out there and everybody's just watching, trying to figure out what in the hell just happened.
Yeah, it's like, did he get sniped? What the hell just happened?
That's what it looked like. I don't know. I did read, though, that Greenlaw will probably be done for the next season. I just got an update because of his torn Achilles. He probably won't return next year.
You're kidding me.
No. So, I don't know. We'll see what the 49ers do now. But that's a huge loss.
That is a major, major loss, bro, in the position. Shout out to him, man. Rest up, get better.
Yeah.
Damn, yo.
And I actually had
a freak accident.
Oh, dude, it was awful. He was down on the ground, and I'm like, what in the heck's wrong with this dude? What does he do?
Yeah. Right? You're just sitting and watching the game, and he's like, why is he twerking on the floor? What the hell did happen?
Yeah, I don't know.
He tore his Achilles.
Yeah, and I'm like, wait, he was on the it was hard to process, but definitely.
Exactly, it was so confusing because so much was happening. It was like, okay, wait, was defense on the field?
Yeah,
am I missing something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I also have one more retirement. Mike Davis has officially retired after 8. I would call him successful seasons.
Oh yeah, I'd agree.
He was a solid running back. I mean, he was nothing spectacular, but he was mostly, when he was needed, he lived up to the occasion. Not Hall of Fame worthy, but definitely had a solid 8 years in the league.
I agree. If you're in the league for more than 4 years or 3 years, if you're in the league past your rookie contract, you must be doing something right. You had a decent season, decent 8 years.
And you made a splash with the teams that you were on. So, I mean, Carolina, Atlanta, so it's not like he was just a nobody.
Yeah, Seahawks, right? He was with the Seahawks too, if I remember.
He might have been. I don't know. But that brings us to off-season.
He was Seattle. But go ahead. Sorry.
That's what I thought. It
I
was
just had to do a little fact check on myself.
Yeah, I got you. You know, you gotta put it in there every once in a while. Make sure, you know, I'm not giving them any false.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Speaking of false, I said last podcast that we brought up something about the men being downfield should have been called.
Okay. Yeah.
Illegal man down the field.
Downfield. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the rule is. I don't understand it. That as long as they're engaged in blocking, it's okay. That is a rule. Never knew it was a rule. As far as I've learned football, if it's a pass play, the linemen stay behind the line.
How many times have we seen offensive linemen get called for that on screen plays?
I don't understand it, but it was brought to my attention. I read it and I was like, okay, whatever. I didn't understand. I still don't believe it is. But it is what it is, so I just want to stand corrected. That's where we are. But enough of that.
On bullshit. Damn all that. That's some bullshit.
That is some bullshit. How I got taught is you can't go downfield if you're a lineman. If it's a pass play, you can't go past the line of scrimmage, even if you're engaging in a block.
Exactly. Screen plays, they always say, hey, make sure you're behind the line of scrimmage. Any pass play, make sure you're behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's different because screens and everything, they're behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, but how many times have you seen like a bubble?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Down the screen and it's like, oh, legal man downfield, but it's a screenplay. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? But not that they're gonna let him do it in the Super Bowl.
I don't know. I don't know. But let's get off that subject. Let's get into
the Chiefs are cheaters, yo. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna stand on my own box. I'm gonna stand on my goddamn pedestal. The Chiefs, Patrick Demetrius Mahomes, listen to me.
Here we go.
And them Chiefs are some cheaters. Y'all did my Eagles wrong. All right? Y'all need to stop that bull. That's all I'm gonna say. Big Red, you cool though. I fuck with you.
Man, you have this man over here. You guys got this man pointing at the damn camera.
Listen. All right.
That's what
do this in a minute now.
Next step is him coming on that field. You listen, Patrick. Don't do this again.
Oh, you funny, bro. You funny. Oh, man.
So watch out, Patrick Mahomes.
If you see this on the field, you know it's me.
You look like that meme of Samuel L. Jackson in the tank top with the crazy eyes.
Oh, shit.
That's what I thought of.
Oh, shit. Watch out, bro. That's dang. That ain't cool, Zach, bro. Goddamn.
That's just what it looked like.
Goddamn, Zach. Damn.
That's probably what he sounded like, too.
Oh, shit. It looked like Black Snake Moan.
Yeah. Just that meme and like how he was there, not in his eye. That's exactly what you look like when you were pointing. With that tank top.
Oh shit! I need a tank top. Oh shit! Oh man!
Oh man! Oh, good times.
Shit.
Anyways, let's get on to free agency because it was a fucking. Monday was the deadline to get contracts, extensions, whatever, sign them, not sign them, whatever, franchise tag. And let me tell you, we have a lot of fucking drama.
Ultimate.
We're going to start off with the Buccaneers, Tampa Bay local team. We're not going to cover every team, every story. These are just some of the big-time names and everything. We probably are leaving out a bunch. But we're going to try to get around to everybody eventually. So, to start off, Tampa Bay Bucs local team. Baker Mayfield did not receive a franchise tag. He is now a free agent. They decided, they give the franchise tag to someone else that was more valuable. They still predict that he's going to play for the Bucs next year, so they can sign him. But now he's a free agent, so if he feel like he can get money somewhere else, maybe he'll go with someone else because there's talk that he might go to a division rival. So we'll see. So
really,
that's what I'm hearing. So where does Baker end up? Will he play elsewhere? Is he coming back to the Bucs? Is the Bucs are really interested in bringing him back? So we'll see. Antoine Winfield Jr. is who they put the franchise tag on, so he will stay put in a Bucs uniform. Levante David, leader on that defense, he played at a high speed, outplayed White this year. He is getting older, 34 years old. He did say on, I forget whose podcast, that it's either the Buccaneers or he retires.
Oh.
So they almost ended up bringing him back last year. He is older. He's still playing good, but how much do you... Is it another 1 year? Do you got... Maybe it's time for him to go. He's meant a lot to the Bucs, so we'll keep an eye out on that. Devin White is... I hear that they are going to probably let him walk. Young stud, could be the leader of the defense. White to another team is maybe... I'm hearing Patrick Queen from the Ravens might not be with him next year. So if they can bring in someone like Devin White with Roquan Smith, so
yeah. Wow.
Maybe that's an option, or maybe they try to sign him. Mike Evans. This is something that's been going on for a while. Is they're expected to sign him. But the fact that they don't have the rights to him and he's a free agent and can talk to other teams and expand is kind of scary because it all depends on who's coming back from Tampa, who they can bring back, who are they willing to bring back.
Yep.
I think it's going to be a big factor in if he doesn't come back to Tampa. I honestly think he's going to go somewhere good because I don't think he wants to be part of an expansion team or a rebuilding team or I didn't mean expansion, I meant like rebuilding or stuff. He wants to win. He's already won a Super Bowl. He wants that feeling again. They're saying New England has a lot of cap space and they can make a lot of moves this year.
Oh, true.
I would go after him. 10 straight seasons? Was it 10 straight seasons with 1,000 yards or more?
Yes.
Yeah. So he's up there with Jerry Rice. I forget the other one, but I mean, those are numbers, and it's not like he slowed down. He's done it with multiple quarterbacks. So I mean, Here we go. And then the Bucs got themselves an offensive coordinator a few weeks ago, Liam Cohen. He was the offensive coordinator for the Rams in 2022. Okay. And then last year, he was the offensive coordinator for the Kentucky Wildcats in college. So.
Okay. So if I were the Bucs, right? I would not let Baker go.
You wouldn't?
No. What other quarterback do we have?
Maybe you move up in a draft?
I
have no idea.
I'm good.
Maybe Trask? Or you get a quarterback in the offseason that's going to do something better. But then again, he wants 40 mil. He wants 40 mil.
That's not bad. I mean, realistically, think about it. That's not bad. 40 mil is not bad compared to most quarterbacks.
You went off last week and said you would never give him 40 mil.
Hear me out. Compared to like what most quarterbacks want, where it's like over 100 mil, would I give him 40 million? No. But if I was the Buccaneers, I would sign him. What other quarterback do you have?
But
what other quarterback is gonna
Trask? I mean, Trask. I honestly don't think they give him. I think with that team, is they had a position to build him and let him be good. Honestly, but I don't know.
Keep him, man. I say keep him. He's got you to the playoffs. Yes, it was.
They're thinking that they're going to get Baker and Devontae Adams back. I mean, not Adams, Evans back. So.
Oh, I was like, hold on, Devontae Adams.
No. So, but speaking of the Patriots, I hear you got some news for us in their free agency little scandal.
I do. I'm calling for a rebuild, bro.
Are you?
The Pats need a rebuild.
Rebuild? Because they have a lot of cap space, so they're willing to go out there, new coaches, fresh thoughts, getting away from the whole Tom Brady, Bill Belichick era. Like, all that's gone.
Yeah.
All that's gone. Slater was the last person, and he's gone.
I was just about to say that. You took the words right out of my mouth. They're going to need a rebuild. Everyone's gone. No one knows what it feels like to win a Super Bowl.
Get people that are going to come in,
No one on that team is going to have a playoff mentality, that dog mentality that Tom Brady left and ingrained on that team before he left.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I got you.
And with the release of 2 veteran defensive players, Lawrence Guy and Adrian Phillips,
yeah.
What are they going to do? Rebuild. It's time for a rebuild. Start
out
new.
With the old, in with the new.
Exactly. Start new. You already decided not to bring Belichick back.
Yeah,
Start fresh across the board.
Speaking of Bill Belichick, hold on.
Oh, God.
Did you hear the rumor that the 49ers fired their defensive coordinator after the Super Bowl? We talked about this.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick, this is a huge rumor. I don't think it's going to happen, but Bill Belichick comes in and be the defensive coordinator. Hold on, it gets better for the 49ers. Bill Belichick coached who? Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Bring Tom Brady back to his hometown team, who Kyle Shanahan was this close of signing not Tim Tebow, listen to me, Tom Brady last year. He wanted Tom Brady last year. He said he went after him heavy last year.
Really? He didn't have faith in Brock Purdy.
He goes, we're going to have an opportunity to get Tom Brady. He goes, no disrespect. He goes, I'd rather have Tom Brady than you.
No, I feel it.
I don't think it's going to happen. I don't see Bill Belichick being a defensive coordinator. Second off, Brady just signed that big-time contract with Fox. So, I don't see it happening. It's wishful thinking, and Bill and Tom don't get along. Bill's the one that drove Tom out of New England. Tom wanted...
What?
You never heard that?
No.
Belichick wanted Jimmy G. Jimmy G, if it was up to Bill, would have been the starting quarterback.
Whoa.
Robert Kraft is the only reason the owner had to step in. He goes, I was trying. There's a whole thing on Apple TV about the dynasty. I'm not at the end yet, but so Bill Belichick didn't want Tom Brady. Bill Belichick wanted Jimmy G. That's why they drafted him. Kraft said, not a shot. We're not trading Tom Brady. So even when they won that last Super Bowl, there was bad blood there with Brady and Belichick. And it's funny because Bill Belichick didn't want Drew Bledsoe. He wanted Tom Brady in the beginning. So when Drew Bledsoe went down, it was Kraft that wanted that wanted Bledsoe. Bledsoe got hurt. Bill Belichick kept Brady in instead of putting Drew Bledsoe back. So it was kind of like a 360. He thought he could do the same thing. So
what the hell?
Yep.
I knew none of this.
Yep. That was why he left New England, man.
I just thought he was tired of the cold and wanted some Sunshine State.
He got tired of playing with Bill Belichick. They respect each other, but they don't like each other.
Wow. And it's funny because I've heard, they could just be saying it to the media just to play face, or show face. I mean, a lot of players are like, oh, Bill Belichick's cool. He's funny. He's this. He's that. I've never heard anyone be like, nah, I don't fuck with him.
I have, because they say that he's hard to play for, is because I think that's why him and Tom Brady kind of clashed, is they both want perfection, as they both want to win. So the power alpha male kind of gets in, and I think that's what made them successful too, is they both wanted to win.
Yeah, they both had that winning mentality where it's like, I'm going to win no matter what I have to do.
Yeah, man. So, yeah. So
wow.
little insight, baby.
Yo, I knew my mind is blown right now. I knew none of this.
Yeah, little Patriots insider, man. That's what happens when you get to know someone that's a Brady fan.
Seriously, I see that. Jesus. What else you got? Any other Tom Brady Patriots news you got for us?
Nah, man, I can't share everything.
I makes sense.
Yeah.
You gotta get the approval from Tom first. You got him on speed dial. Make sure it's all good to share with the class.
I deleted my text messages. I destroyed my phone. I know nothing.
Attaboy. Threw it in the water, in the pool.
Yeah, something like that.
Attaboy.
Destroy evidence, man.
I'm proud of you. Attaboy. Taking a page out of Tom Brady book. So moving on. Shout out to Chargers. Not really.
The Chargers. We didn't talk about the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm about to bring it up right now.
About to say time out. Did I miss something? Shout out to the Chargers. Hey, that happened now.
And not really a shout out. They're just going through some shit right now. It's more of like a contract disagreement. I don't want to say disagreement. Free agency type situation between Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
But it's I get it because Khalil Mack is 33 years old.
But he's coming off a 17-sack season.
I was just about, you took the words right out of my mouth, big dog. You can't pass on that. That is a generational talent that you can't pass on. 33 years old and he's still getting 17 sacks?
That's what I'm saying. Joey Bosa, on the other hand, I'd let go. He's only played 14 games in 2 seasons?
14 games? Yeah.
He's injury prone. Get rid of him.
Man, stop. You taking the words out of my mouth, Zach.
He ain't his brother, man.
I agree. I don't know how people are so injury prone. Well, I mean, you injury prone too, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna cap. You an injury prone motherfucker too.
Whoa, don't bring me in.
You're right. My bad. That's on me. I ain't throwing no shade or nothing. That's on me. But no, I'd keep.
Hey, at least I get to play to get injured.
What you trying to say? Who ain't played? What you trying to say, Zach?
I'm gonna say Jackson again.
What you trying to say, Zach?
Nah, I'm messing with you. I just want to see your reaction.
I'm fucking with you. I know. I'm fucking with you. I know. But for real though, I would definitely keep Khalil Mack over Joey Bosa.
Oh, 100%. Get rid of Bosa. He'll probably get draft picks or something for him.
Yeah, seriously. I don't know why they didn't do that in the first place. Trade for draft picks. Keep Khalil. You don't want someone that's played 14 games in 2 seasons, that's constantly injured. You sneeze on a guy too hard, he tears his ACL. Like, no. Go somewhere else, you know. Take that shit over there. I'm just saying, yo.
Oh, man.
I'm just saying, yo. Like, come on, chill out, bit dog.
No, I got you, man. I got you.
It's still on the Chargers. I think Austin Eckler's done with the Chargers, bro.
I think you're right. I see him going somewhere else. Especially after last season. He was gonna sit out. And I just think he needs a fresh start somewhere. I can see him going to the Bills. I honestly watch out for the Chiefs.
They have what is buddy's name? I number 10.
Pacheco. I understand that. But who do they have when healthy? McKinnon that they can use that's just like him. And he can run the ball, do whatever you got. So that's who I would watch out for. The Chiefs or the Eagles?
Who's the Eagles running back? Swift?
Are they having Swift come back?
In my mind, yes.
Okay, in reality, probably not.
Probably not that way.
Okay.
But no, if Swift doesn't come back, I would. Eckler's not a bad move.
You guys got to replace center.
Yeah, I was just about to say. We gotta. You can't replace Kelsey.
I was about to say you got to replace Kelsey. I don't care who you bring in there. You got to replace that presence, that leadership.
You can exactly
that dog mentality.
Exactly, you can't replace that. That sort of energy is not replaceable. That's a one person energy, and he has that fire, that charisma to get the team going. To be like, yo, we need this first down. Tush push it is.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks, but it is what it is.
No, I got you, man. is we kind of went to the Patriots, kind of talked Jimmy G, Tom Brady, full circle. Let's talk Jimmy G and the Raiders. Jimmy G is going to be suspended for the first 2 games of the season because he failed or he violated the NFL's PED policy. So if anybody gets him, he's out first 2 games. His time for the Raiders has come to an end. They're done, whatever. Do you think Jimmy G is going to get another starting job anywhere? I think if in the NFL, no. He might be a backup. Wouldn't be a bad backup to have.
No, he's not a bad backup.
I just think he's in the UFL. Anyways. You right.
I'm just saying, UFL, XFL, sign him up. He's perfect.
No, yeah, it's arena football or something is
something, pop
water. Tell you,
somebody's asking. Somebody's looking.
A solid backup quarterback nowadays is what you need. We saw it with the Vikings. We saw it with the Bears. Who else did we see it with? The Jets. So there's going to be a lot of people that need backup.
That is true.
A solid backup. And I think Jimmy G is a better backup than a starter. I just don't think he has what it takes. Injury prone still. So, yeah. Hunter Renfrow. He had a career season, what was it, 2 years ago?
Yep.
Hasn't really done much since, so it looks like he's about to get cut.
Had him on the team 1 year ago. He ain't nothing.
I was about to say you have personal beef with this dude.
Oh, yeah. If I see him in the street, we squaring up. Throwing on fisticuffs, yo. Bull. 2 years ago, bro was averaging 14, 15 points. Oh, man. Let me pick him up. Let me see what he got. Benched is what he got.
Fantasy football ruins everything. Hey, it's all right, man. It happens. On another note, Josh Jacobs. Is he going to be starting for the Raiders? Is he going somewhere else? Is last season he didn't want to be with the Raiders? Almost wasn't with the Raiders. He was talking about sitting out. I don't know if the coaching change made a difference. If I was the Bills, I would look at Josh Jacobs right now. Because I'd get him over Eckler any day of the week.
In my opinion, I definitely think the coaching change definitely affected how he viewed the Raiders.
Yeah,
because none of the players like that ex-coach.
Yeah, I think money talks too. So.
Oh no, money definitely does talk too, but
I don't think they were willing to pay him, and I think that's the biggest thing. So we'll see. Hopefully, is I like to see what the Raiders do with some talent, and then the biggest story we are going to talk about this offseason involves the Raiders. Is Davante Adams going to get traded? Is he going to get traded to the Jets and reunite with Aaron Rodgers? Reunited and it feels so good. Are we talking reunion?
It would be dope to see, honestly, just to see them two back together doing their thing again.
But
remember, it's the Jets. They don't have offensive line.
You're right. I mean, there's a lot of key offensive linemen that are going to be free agents that they can pick up.
If you're willing to spend the money on Davante Adams, you won't have the money for key offensive linemen.
A trade, they get some of this. I don't know. I'm just saying, that's what everybody's saying is he doesn't want to be there. He wants to go to the Jets. It almost happened last year, blah, blah, blah. It's always going to be a thing. But I'm going to tell you, the last people that Aaron Rodgers has brought in, all of his people have done shit.
Mm-hmm.
He brings in all the other people. I'm not saying Davante Adams would be that person, but Aaron Rodgers, you need to vibe with new people. Because it makes me think that you can't do anything with new people.
Exactly.
Is because Jordan Love pretty much had a worse team than you had last year, if not the same, and he balled.
And made it to the playoffs.
Where were you?
Beat the absolute dog shit out of the Cowboys.
How about them boys?
How about them boys? Got ran over by the love train, baby. I love to see it. Love to see it. Anytime I can squeeze in some Cowboys hate, I'm going to do it.
I like it. Come on, let's go to you. Take it back over to a little bit, almost to the East Coast. Talk about our Nashville team. The Tennessee Titans. What's it looking like over there? What's it looking like over there?
Oh, man, there's a lot happening in Tennessee, man. So they got 4 major players that are trying out free agency right now.
Ooh.
Ryan Tannehill, Derrick Henry. I could never say this guy's name. Azeez Al-Shaair.
I think that's how you say it. That was actually pretty damn good.
I can never say his name. And Sean Murphy-Bunting.
I'm sorry.
What you about to say?
Those 2 defensive guys, they can't afford to lose.
Sean Murphy and what's his name? Azeez Al-Shaair.
Al-Shaair, or whatever his name is he was a fucking force.
Hell yeah, 164 tackles in total, 84 solo tackles.
Exactly. And then Sean Murphy-Bunting had 57 total tackles, 8 pass deflections, 2 INTs, 2 forced fumbles. They're going to probably go after them hard to bring them back. You can't afford to lose them if you want to have a defense. Like, those are your 2 top people right there. Is you got to bring them back. But the fact that
they're relatively young, right?
I think so. Yeah, I don't think they're all that old.
I didn't think so.
No, you definitely want to bring that. I mean, the fact that, the thing with free agency is, a lot of these teams don't sign them and then they pick them up there in free agency. I don't know if it's like structured contracts. I don't know. But once you get those people out there and they can start talking to different teams and those teams offer them money and incentives and this and that, it gets interesting. Now it's harder as you don't have any rights. They can go talk to whoever. Those people, there's going to be some that try to recruit and do what they got to do. Now they're free agents. It's all fair game now.
Exactly. They're hearing every single possible good deal.
Yeah.
They're hearing everything the coaches are saying. Like, anything that they want to hear, the coaches are saying to them just to get them to come to the team.
Especially after the seasons they had.
Exactly.
So
then losing Mike I could never say his name either. Mike Vrabel. Thank you. As a coach, it's like, you know what I mean?
No, I got you. And I think Ryan Tannehill is talking about solid backup quarterbacks. He would be a solid backup quarterback right now.
Yeah.
I think he would be phenomenal backup quarterback, but his starting days in the NFL are gone.
Where do you want to see? Where do you think he would be a good backup at? I'm saying
Jets,
Vikings,
Jets.
Yeah, way better than fucking Zach Wilson.
Jets.
Yeah,
backup.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, just at least. I'm not going to say he's good. I'm going to tell you another backup. We'll get there with backups and everything. But Derrick Henry is looking forward to see where that motherfucker goes. He says he wants to stay in Tennessee. Leaves, yeah.
I don't see it happen. If Josh Jacobs leaves, I feel he's going to go to the Raiders.
They're saying the Ravens.
Really?
The Ravens.
I don't know. I'm feeling Raiders.
That would be a good fit for him.
Yeah.
Be the workhorse over there.
I mean, exactly. New coach. Las Vegas. You're already a big name.
Yeah.
See your name in light.
I think he would look freaking scary in that silver and black. Oh.
Hell yeah.
He would look fucking phenomenal. And I'm not even
we got to make it happen now. Neither am I. Neither am I, yo.
But to see Derrick Henry in silver and black, good lord. It's a big motherfucker.
Right?
But, yeah, we'll see. I think the Titans are one of those other teams that have D-Hops as well. Are they going to bring him back? Or what are they going to do with D-Hops? So, we'll see. They're definitely one of those teams that I don't know if they're going to try to rebuild. I mean, they have their quarterback. I guess. I don't know. I don't know. It should be interesting to see what they do.
Yeah, I'm super curious. I'm definitely going to keep an eye out during this offseason and see what the hell they do.
See who they draft if they draft a quarter or a running back in the draft, which we'll see.
But how were the college running backs this year? I didn't watch any college games.
Huh?
How were the college running backs this year? Was it like decent or was it kind of meh?
The guy from Michigan, Blake Corum, is a fucking monster.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to think who else. I mean, there were some solid running backs. I can't think of them off the top of my head because there's so many colleges and so many teams that I don't watch that. But there was quite a bit. I know Blake Corum was an absolute fucking menace at Michigan, and the team ran through him. So.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. And
so
then,
do you think like he has what it takes to fill in Derrick Henry's spot? Really? Okay.
The Derrick Henry, I should have listened to the whole fucking thing first. I thought you were going the route, does he have what it takes to be an NFL running back? That, yes. But then you said that to replace Derrick Henry. Don't get me wrong. I should have listened to that whole fucking sentence first. Don't get me wrong. Is to fill the hole of Derrick Henry is going to be
tremendous task.
Hard. It's going to be hard. I mean, they have Spears there now, who was his backup. They both did good. But to fill the void of just how big Derrick Henry is, what a monster of a man that he is. It's going to be hard for anybody to come in there and think you're going to put up those numbers. So
I agree. To come in and just automatically fill in his shoes like that.
Yeah,
I don't see that happening anytime soon. If he leaves.
Yeah. So we talked to maybe he goes to the Ravens. I don't know. That's the thing. But speaking of the Ravens, they have problems of their own in free agency. They failed to sign 4 key players from last year. Their guard, Kevin Zetter, he was a Pro Bowler. He had his best season. He is getting older. Might bring him back. I don't know. I think they probably will. But just like I said, with free agency, is they can talk to anybody. Are they willing to pay him a big-time contract? Is he going to do it again? He is getting older, so that's always a problem, is someone's willing to pay him, whether it's the Ravens or not. Like I said, free agency is scary because now they get to go and pretty much talk to whoever, whenever. Gus Edwards had a solid season last year after he replaced J.K. Dobbins, who went out with an ACL in the beginning of the year. Edwards he had 810 yards rushing and 13 touchdowns. So he did.
That ain't bad.
That ain't bad. At 13 touchdowns? Like, come on. At 810, that's not bad for taking over the starting position. Is it too risky to let him go? Just let him walk?
I was talking about Edwards or JK?
Edwards.
Way too risky. Way too risky. Way too risky. After coming off the bench and doing what he did for your team, 810, didn't play a full season. But he came off the bench and got you 810 yards after JK got injured.
13 touchdowns. It's not an easy task, so.
Oh, yeah. You can't let that go.
No, and now, like, since he had that and he proves that he has what it takes, is, other teams are talking that need a running back. All right, let's see what you've got. So that's always a question. And then Geno Stone.
The Eagles don't sign Swift. Come through to us. The Eagles don't sign Swift. He can come through to us.
God. Dude, Eagles ain't going to get him.
Man, listen, I'm about to go on Twitter right now and hit him up and recruit for the Eagles.
Hey, you can go on our Twitter and you can do whatever you want. You can tag him, do what you got to do.
I'm going to tag him. Hey, bit though. Come through.
It's like a bird call.
Yep. Come through, bit though.
Sounds like a fucking pigeon, not an eagle. You're getting pigeon calls.
Oh, man. Leave me alone, Zach.
My God.
All right, whatever.
But another key, a defensive person is a free agent now. Geno Stone, who led the AFC with 17 INTs this year. 24 years old, still young. He's a
Geno
cornerback.
Stone? I've never heard of him.
Safe. He had a phenomenal year. Like I said, major part of that defense. He had 7 INTs. He led the AFC.
Whoa.
He's a free agent.
Shout out that guy. Hell yeah.
They probably will go after him. But like I said, free agent, baby. Anything's possible.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone that they signed last year who had a solid last year or 2 years ago was Rock Ya-Sin. He had a down year. Signing with them last year might let them. They're going to probably let him walk. But two of the, besides Geno Stone and Gus Edwards and that, they still have Patrick Queen. I said it earlier, is they're thinking about letting him walk. The main defensive guy. He is a free agent. Rumor has it that they're willing to let Queen walk. I don't think you can, even though you have Roquan Smith there. Is Patrick Queen is young, a stud. It's only got to get better. I don't know if it's too much money or what is. Try to bring him back because he kind of brought back that attitude that we were seeing with Terrell Suggs, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed kind of type with Roquan Smith there and doing their thing. So hopefully they can try to figure that out. I love Patrick Queen. He's went to LSU. He's a fucking animal. But my question to you, Kern, is what the hell is OBJ going to do this offseason? Is he coming back? Is he going different team? Is he staying with the Ravens? What the fuck is he doing?
I think he's getting up there in age.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if he does go with the team, it may be the Ravens again.
Yeah.
He's already there. He's not then probably going to give him nothing crazy, like 1 year, 10 mil or 15 million just to chill. Then rinse and repeat. Or the season after that, he just may retire. But I don't see him. I don't see any teams like jumping at the opportunity to get OBJ.
No, he's older.
I don't say he's out of his prime. Exactly. He's just older. He's not. It is what it is.
Let me ask you a question. If Odell Beckham would never have made that catch, would there be such a big hype about him? Because it's not like he was one of the best receivers of all time.
No. He's not.
He was solid.
But he was decent. He was definitely solid. But I do think he would have, just because of his charisma and his antics. He was always dancing in the end zone. Anytime you saw him on the sideline, he was moonwalking or doing some shit. So it was like, oh, OBJ's dancing again. He scored. I feel like that charisma alone would have been like, okay, he's that guy.
I'm one of those people that don't think he would have been anything if he would never made that catch. He'd just been another receiver.
Really?
Another good receiver, not too much to hype about, whatever. Got the job done, but people think of Odell, they think of that catch, and that's it. Like,
that's a fact.
Over the Super Bowl that he won with the Rams, the whole career he had, it's that catch. If he would never
with the Rams.
Yeah. Thank you. That's my point.
I legit had to think. I was like, Super Bowl Rams?
Yeah.
What? When did he play for the Rams? Whoa. He didn't even have that.
If he would never have made that catch, we wouldn't be sitting here. Okay, Odell Beckham, whatever. He would have been Odell Beckham, a receiver. A solid receiver, nothing more.
Wow. I've never thought about that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I kind of feel like he's...
Okay, he would have been a solid receiver, just not...
Oh, yeah.
To the extent of where he was because of that catch.
Definitely. The catch definitely did boost who he is and the enigma that is OBJ. But at the same time, it's kind of like I said before, he was always dancing at LSU. He was dancing on the sideline. Anytime he scored a touchdown, he was dancing and doing his thing. So it's like the camera was automatically drawn to him because it's like, what move is he going to bust out today? Is he going to do a backflip? Is he going to moonwalk in the end zone? Is he about to do a worm? Is he going to cha-cha slide? What's happening?
I feel you, yeah.
So I kind of feel like he would have had that same, not as big.
He would have been known for the touchdown dances instead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's about it. He would not be
makes
known
sense.
for
Yeah.
the catches.
Gotcha. And then their young rookie receiver that had a breakout year, Zay Flowers, was investigated as part of a domestic violence case.
I did not hear about this.
Yes, I don't know if it was a week ago, a few days ago, police got a call about something with domestic violence. They investigated. The county police have suspended the investigation for now, but it can become ongoing if they get more stuff. So as of right now, nothing's against Zay Flowers, but that's always a topic of discussion, especially with the Ravens, because we know what happened with Ray Rice. So it's a touchy subject, and they take that very seriously over there, and they will cut you.
So now I'm wondering, are they going to cut Zay Flowers?
There was talks about it in the beginning. If it came back as he really did do something, just because of the whole Ray Rice thing, whatever.
Well, the Ray Rice situation was different because bro had a 4K HD
that's
camera.
What I'm saying is, if they can prove that Zay Flowers did something, then yes, I think they would most definitely.
Which would be the smart thing to do? Cut him.
Would be the smart thing to do. Is they're not messing around. They've been there, done that. They ain't afraid. Whatever. They don't care how old you are, whatever.
Exactly.
So that's always the watch out for and see if he gets suspended. But right now, there's nothing. I don't know if they're gonna reopen it and hear the stories or what. But right now, it's canceled. So
wow,
it's always fun to watch. Yeah, these young guys always. I don't know if he was in the wrong place, wrong time, or if he just misunderstanding. I don't know. Hopefully, he didn't do anything.
Yeah, hopefully he didn't do anything, and praise up for that girl if he did do anything.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's good, she's safe, right state of mind.
Yeah. But hopefully it's not another story where a girl's trying to, get money or something, or trying to claim something. Hopefully that's not the case.
I feel that, man. Because there's so many stories of that happening nowadays. It's always
it's ruining.
I don't say always. Not always. Not always.
No.
Let me clarify. Not always.
We just saw the big one with that baseball player who got accused of something for 2 years. Trevor Bauer.
Yeah.
And that whole thing was fake. Yeah. And now people still won't, his whole career got tarnished because of this girl who framed him. And so hopefully it's not a situation like that. Hopefully it was just a misunderstanding on both sides. Or Zay Flowers just at the wrong place, wrong time. But it's looking forward to hearing more about that and what happened. And, hopefully everybody's all right.
Yeah, I'm definitely keeping an eye out on that story because, like I said, I didn't hear anything about it, so that's crazy, man. It's just sad that he's so young, and hopefully it didn't happen.
Yes, the report came out, I think, last week. But it happened, I think, their first playoff game is when it supposedly happened, so I don't know. But that brings us to your wife's team, my friend.
Keeping it AFC?
Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right, are we keeping it AFC? Okay, talk to me.
We're keeping it AFC, baby. We're going to have you since, Steelers blood runs in the family a little bit with you.
No, I don't. I don't play the Steelers.
Your kid's gonna have some Steelers blood.
The first thing he had on was the Eagles onesie.
It doesn't matter. I've seen him snuggled up with a Steelers blanket. So
the first thing he had on was the Eagles onesie.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Steelers, Eagles, whatever. I will let you take this and make your wife proud. Here we get them up. Whatever color they are, go for it. I can't stand this team.
What? All right, fair enough. So, Pittsburgh Steelers, man.
Okay.
If y'all haven't heard, they released Mike Trubisky, offensive tackle Chuck Okafor, or how do I say his name?
Okafor.
Hunter Presley Harvin.
Presley Harvin.
And I don't think they're done cleaning up, brother. Allen Robinson II.
You took the words right out of my fucking mouth. It's because I was about to say they traded for him and he didn't do jack shit. Then again, that offense didn't do jack shit. So
how long has he been with the Steelers? Like 1 or 2 years now?
1 or 2 years or whatever. But I mean, it's not like, what did he go for? 280 yards or something? I mean, it's not like he was like
280,
I think
10 catches.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 34 catches. So sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say 10 catches with 300 and something yards. God damn.
My bad. He's a 10-year vet. That's why I got it.
He used to be good. He used to be the guy.
I
don't know.
And I don't know what happened. Bro just decided, fuck it, I don't want to play no more. Let me get my catches and do my
put
thing.
on teams that just weren't throwing him the ball. I don't know. I think the Steelers have a lot of problems on offense.
Don't get me started on the Steelers, bro. Since getting rid of Trubisky,
that was a surprising move. That was a surprising move, though, because they just signed him to a 3-year big money.
Pickett would have gone. Yeah,
but they did that before they drafted Pickett. And so they got him. He was supposed to be the starter, and then in the draft they drafted Pickett and made him the starter. So they pretty much fucked Trubisky, because Trubisky was signing thinking he was going to be the starter.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, all right, we're not. Now it's like you wasted that money. I think he should have came in some of the games last. I think he did come in some of the games and sucked. Actually, now I think about it. Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
It was Mason Rudolph that kind of sparked him.
Mason Rudolph went 3-0.
Yeah, there we go. So
let me ask you this: lesser of two evils, Trubisky or Kenny?
Kenny, I guess.
Really?
I don't know what was wrong with that team. Is Kenny Pickett and George Pickens, I thought had a great connection the year before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And in summer camp or whatever, no, it wasn't. Like in summer camp and preseason or whatever, they had that great connection.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know where the hell it happened. Is after they really haven't had much since Ben Roethlisberger.
No, and I'm surprised that Mike Tomlin's still there.
Me too, but you hear where Le'Veon Bell and the Steelers talked.
No, what?
Yeah, Le'Veon Bell's. I mean, he said it was a good meeting, and it sounds like they're gonna probably try to sign him for practice squad or see if he can make the team for a little reunion. So we'll see.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. He was like the top running back in his game back in the day, but at the same time, how long have you been out the league, though?
How many times did he get blowed to the head with that freaking boxing career?
Exactly.
That's like saying Antonio Brown, if he goes, man, I'm going to make a comeback, I want to go to the Steelers.
Okay, bud.
Okay.
Good luck with that. I ain't even going to lie to you.
This is what I'm saying nowadays, is you have even a bunch more, but Kirk Cousins, Gardner Minshew, Jameis Winston, and Drew Lock. Probably all going to be backups. No one's going to be starting them. Gardner Minshew, I'm going to tell you right now, if you want a solid backup, there goes another one.
That's a fact.
But, yeah, so we'll see. It should be interesting. Yeah, so Gardner Minshew is a solid backup as well. Kind of did his thing in the with the Colts this year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of surprised he's not a starting quarterback somewhere, which I think he deserves to be.
Gardner or Drew Lock?
Gardner Minshew. Drew Lock, I give two fucks about.
I'm asking about Drew Lock because he's a Broncos coach, Broncos quarterback.
He was.
I had to ask.
Was.
Oh. But no, I agree. I could definitely see Gardner Minshew starting. I don't want to say anywhere. He's definitely a starter.
He proved that he can be a starter, so.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
He's almost took the Colts to the playoffs, so, I mean, it was good to see.
Yeah. Personally, I like the guy, yo. I like his energy. He's like a different,
I like his energy.
He's a different individual.
Yeah, brings a different vibe. He wins. So Kirk Cousins, Gardner Minshew, all these quarterbacks, running backs, all the free agency shit. I'm looking forward to see where everybody goes. I think we're going to see a lot of new faces and new places.
I'm excited. It's going to be a crazy offseason.
And it's going to make fantasy that more interesting come next year is because now it's like, all right, he's here. Like, what's going on? So definitely brings value, diminishes value. So it's fun. Brings, but yeah. So that is all the free agent news that we have as of Monday. Who's available, who's not, and like I said, we have so many more out there that we eventually will get to as signings come on. When that becomes available, we'll get you guys up to date on where whoever's going. But a lot of big names out there that are free agents, and they can sign wherever they want.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of major key players are just in limbo right now, not knowing what to do.
In limbo, a lot of them may go back to their original team. But like I said, being that free agent is you get to listen, you get to, do I really want to go back? Or, ooh, what about if they offer me something? They have a better team, but a little bit less money. Is you kind of play your future now. Like, where am I going? So
it's like, they were in the playoffs last year, but I'm getting $5 million less.
Yep.
Playoffs or $5 million less?
Yep. No, I got you, man. I got you. And that brings us.
Like, I go playoffs all day.
Yeah. Oh, believe me, I know. And then it's like, what key factors did they bring in? Who'd they lose? Am I going there to win? Right? Like, what's going on? But
exactly
with the offseason, all the free agent that starts going, the draft starts ramping up, people start going places. So gives us to the draft. And that's a big part of the offseason as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on now.
But we'll get into the draft because that comes in. Do the Commanders risk their pick for Drake May? You know where I stand with this. I think Drake May is god-awful. I would never in a million years waste my draft pick. But I do got a hot take for you.
It's awesome.
Go after Russell Wilson in the offseason. Dan Quinn was the defensive coordinator for who?
The Cowboys.
Before that,
I don't know.
The Seahawks, when they won the Super Bowl.
No way.
So there's already that connection there. You go after Russell Wilson, get that connection there. You have a veteran. I still think he can play at a high standard, and draft Marvin Harrison Jr. That way, you have Marvin Harrison Jr., you have Scary Terry McLaurin, someone that can finally go on the opposite of him, and then you still have Jawan Dotson, who is going to be on his third year.
Not a bad move.
That's what I'm like. Chemistry is everything with these coaches and everything. So if you bring in Russell Wilson that has chemistry with Dan Quinn and someone that can make Cliff Kingsbury, the douchebag that he is, look good, it's going to be Russell Wilson.
It's funny the hate that you have for that guy.
I cannot stand that fucker.
It's so funny to me, like the hate that you have for that guy. It amuses me every time. That definitely is a hot take, though. But I go after Wilson.
I don't think it's going to happen, but I would consider it.
No, that's not a bad take because in the middle of the season or later towards the end of the season, he had the same stats as Patrick Mahomes, if not better, and he did not have a stacked team like that.
That is what I'm saying. Is if we're really going to look at Patrick Mahomes, we said it the whole season, and people, whatever. They really weren't that far off.
No.
Russell Wilson did it with a lot worse team, no receiver kind of thing, is he didn't have that Kelsey to lean on. He didn't have a run game. So, I think if you pair them up, because they have running backs, solid running backs, Brian Robinson Jr., Antonio Gibson if they keep him, get a few offensive linemen in the offseason or draft them, bring in Russell Wilson, and you pair him up with 3 solid wide receivers, come on.
Not a bad move. Not a bad move. Okay, I approve of this message.
You heard it here first. That's one thing I would do if I'm okay. Who does he have chemistry with? Chemistry's everything. Let's bring him in. Scary Terry McLaurin he can be that guy. It's just they have no other wide receiver to bounce off of him that's good enough. So if you bring in Marvin Harrison, kind of takes the pressure off McLaurin, or it takes the pressure off Marvin Harrison because they have to guard one. And then Juwan Dotson had a good rookie year, fell off last year, but he can be that guy. Is you have 3 solid people there. So
that's not a bad move. I didn't even think about that, honestly. That's definitely a hot take, but that's not a bad move on their part.
No.
Because you're getting a decent quarterback, a stud of a wide receiver in college at least, if you get him. Like you said, Scary Terry's on the other side. Oh, that'd be beautiful.
Juwan Dotson, who proves that he can be there. He just had he fell in the sophomore slump.
They just need a defense.
They have enough defensive guys to build around. As you get people in the draft, as you get key factors, not like the biggest names in free agency, bringing veterans. I think they'd be fine.
Huh? Shit, you never know. Somebody from the Commanders could be watching and taking notes.
Hey. If it is, you heard it here first on Sundays for the league.
Bro, I swear to God, if I watch ESPN like next week and it's like, breaking news.
That's happened. I'm like, oh shit.
I'm like, yep. NFL scripted. Zach knows something we don't know.
Yeah, right. Like, so how does he know this? And no one else talked about it.
No one else talked about it, but he's like, this is what you got to do. Oh, man. That's funny. Let me ask you this before we continue.
Okay.
Still with the draft or whatever. Should the Vikings trade with the Titans to go for JJ?
Trade with the who?
Should Vikings trade with the Titans to get JJ McCarthy?
Like to move up in the draft?
Because people are saying with the bootleg and play action scheme that they got going in Vikings, it's the perfect fit for him. So I got to know, Mr. Hot Take, talk to me.
JJ McCarthy is not that great of a quarterback. It was that running game that carried that that offense for 3+ years when he was there. Blake Corum is he made the throws that he had to, but if you have to put it in the arms of JJ McCarthy and have him throw the ball,
that ain't the best decision.
It's probably the worst decision.
Really? Is that bad?
Oh yeah, it's not good at all, in my opinion. But I do think he'll have better success if he's in. See, the thing with the Vikings is this: yes, they have the bootleg. Who do they have as a running back? Because Madison's not your guy.
They have
Madison.
So I'm trying to think of who else.
Chandler, I think, who is decent. If you don't, I think it's Chandler.
Right.
I'm not sure.
I think you're right, yeah.
If you can't run the ball, that play action bootleg shit ain't going to work. I don't care if you have Addison and Justin Jefferson out there. They might make him look better than what he is, but if there's no running game there and you have to rely on him to throw you the ball, his decision making sucks.
Really?
Is that run defense is what got Michigan to the national championship, got them to the playoffs. It wasn't J.J. McCarthy throwing the ball.
Yeesh.
But I think if they got a good running back and they did the bootleg and stuff, then I think he would have success because he wouldn't have to throw the ball or be relied on, or then they could fake it. I don't know. J.J. McCarthy to me was.
I gotta watch his highlight tape because I didn't watch any college football games this year, so I gotta watch his highlight tape to see is he good?
Yeah. So
okay.
I'll let you be the deciding factor. You look how they got there, and I guarantee it wasn't J.J. McCarthy throwing it 400 yards each game. It was Blake McCorum.
I'm gonna watch the whole Michigan season highlight and see how much he doing his thing.
I'm pretty sure against Penn State in the second half they ran it the whole time. They never threw the ball.
What?
Pretty sure it was like 32 straight times or something like that.
Yeah, that's how you know you don't have no faith in your quarterback. If you want to run it 32 times in a row. You got no faith. You got no faith.
Wore him out.
That's wild, bro.
So they're looking for theirs. The Arizona, they've been in a weird situation this whole time. With Justin Fields, is he staying going? Do they have faith in him?
Yeah.
The Steelers and the Falcons have interest in Fields. So Steelers is, I don't know, why are you going to bring in Fields when you have to develop him even more? And you have Kenny Pickett. That's like, what are you doing here? Like,
okay.
I don't know.
I kind of feel like he has a better chance with the Steelers because they have a much better offensive line than the Chicago Bears. And don't get me wrong, he had more and he had Komet. But he had, like I said, he has a better offensive line, so he has time in the backfield to maneuver, to do his thing, to see the field and not just hike. Oh, God, I got to run for my life.
I don't know, because I don't know if the Steelers' offensive line is all that good.
They can't be any worse than the Chicago Bears.
They can't be any worse, but they can be just the same. And if you're going somewhere and putting them under that same pressure, is you had a connection with DJ Moore. I've already said this. If you can get Marvin Harrison Jr., go after him.
Yeah.
Maybe bring in Josh Jacobs to run the ball.
So you're thinking with the first pick, go straight Marvin Harrison?
Why not? You're going to go with the quarterback. You have to develop. It's probably going to be a bust. Then you have to do the whole process all over again. The whole Justin Fields thing all over again.
True.
Give them another 3 years. Then they're going to be back in the draft. But we're going to draft now. You might as well just develop. But then again, I mean, Justin Fields fumbles, throws interceptions. So, I mean, that's a big thing. But I would keep him. They looked better with him. He has that connection with DJ Moore now. Cole Kmet's there. Bring in Marvin Harrison.
It's not a bad move. It's not a bad move at all.
I have a feeling it's going to be a crazy offseason. It's going to be a fun offseason. It's going to be crazy. Bro.
I can't wait to see, like, upcoming weeks to the draft of who gets traded, what's happening, who gets released, who gets hired. Yeah. It's going to be fun. Like you said, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be crazy.
I'm excited to see a lot of new faces and new places and see where they can go. But,
me too, man. Me too.
That was a lot with, Monday being the deadline where they can sign extensions, franchise tag. But, it's, like I said, we probably missed a lot more other ones. So, I'm going to leave you on a final thought.
So
you're an Eagles fan.
Oh, God.
That secondary was awful this year. You guys traded for Bird. I think that's his name. Fired or whatever his name was. From the Titans, correct? Should you guys release him?
Yes.
And free up $13 million?
Don't even finish your question. Yep, get him out of here.
Or sign him just so he's there. I mean, maybe he had a bad, do you free up that $13 million or?
Well, okay, hold on. We did get a new defensive coordinator, so ooh.
And when you guys traded for him, he was good.
Yeah. Honestly, guys, as a psycho Eagles fan, I want to say get rid of all the secondary. Everybody gone. But as a non-biased podcaster, I will say keep him.
He had a decent season with better.
Exactly. He had a decent season with the Titans. He got traded mid-season, had to learn a whole new playbook. But at the same time, you ain't do shite. You forgot how to tackle.
Yeah.
You forgot how to play football. And it's going to free up so much space, $13 million or more if we get rid of him. But at the same time, who else are we going to pick up that's willing to take that? Tell you what
your guys' problem was. You guys got rid of Gardner Johnson. That was your guys' biggest mistake, is not getting him back.
Bro, don't get me started. We kept Bradbury over him.
I'm just saying.
I'm about to throw my camera, Zach. We kept Bradbury.
Letting them go. He's like a Dennis Rodman. He fucks with the guys. He knows how to get in people's head. He's good. He did it with the Lions. So
you don't understand how annoyed I was when I was scrolling through social media and I saw breaking news. Eagles release Gardner. What do you mean we released him from practice?
They didn't want him, man.
And we kept James Bradberry.
Goat, baby.
Goat shit.
Goat
shit. Bro was ass, yo. It's like, yo, how many touchdowns are you going to put up this season?
He is what he eats.
Shit is annoying, yo. Like, it's keep what's his name? Keep Kevin Baynard. Keep him. Get rid of Bradberry. Get rid of Bradberry. Do what you possibly can do to get my dog back from the Lions.
Nah, he ain't coming back. You guys got Bradberry. You guys are good. You guys are good.
Fuck out of here, Zach.
Bradberry.
Get rid of him. I got a question for you then. Nah, bump that. I got a question for you.
God, what? Does it involve the fucking Broncos? Why do you guys do this? God. I knew this shit was coming because I said something about the Eagles.
You're damn right. I got to bring up your team. I got to bring up your team. You know what I mean?
I don't. Okay, give it to me.
So, should the Broncos, because we all know what happened with Russell Wilson. He got benched. He wasn't happy.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Payton wasn't happy with him. Should the Broncos trade up for J.J. McCarthy? Because it's pretty obvious that Russell Wilson's not going to be there next year. All the bridges are burned.
You said he's trade up to get who? J.J. McCarthy?
Sir J.J. McCarthy? James Jawan McCarthy?
Should the Broncos trade up to get J.J. McCarthy? Yeah, if they want to freaking suck for the rest of their lives.
Okay, so what would you do as a Broncos fan then? Talk to me.
Definitely don't get him.
Now, who would you go for? Because who's your backup right now?
I'd go after Gardner Minshew.
It's not a bad move.
If I'm going after, he's proven that he can win, but like, dude, J.J. McCarthy, I explained this to you. They have a shit run game. They have a shit offensive line, and they have no fucking goddamn receivers. What the fuck is J.J. McCarthy going to do?
He may bring that spunk to the team that, you know.
The only spunk he's going to bring is a national championship, and that's it. Jesus.
You really don't mess with what's his name, JJ.
Listen, no. If they had a running game, maybe. I would get JJ 5th, 6th round.
Whoa. So you telling me Jerome James McCarthy ain't worth a first round pick?
Who?
So you telling me Jerome James McCarthy ain't worth a first round pick?
He ain't worth a fucking top 200 pick.
Dang. No love lost if you don't get him?
I hope to God they don't pick him.
But Zach, you don't have any other quarterback. You need someone. You need a guy like him on your team.
Well, goddamn, we need someone to step forward, not backwards. Okay, how good Sean Payton is as a quarterback guru or whatever, but goddamn, if you can't teach Russell Wilson, what makes you think you're going to do anything with JJ?
What if he turns out to be the next Drew Brees?
Who?
Jerome James McCarthy.
Turn out to be the next what?
Drew Brees.
Wait, I'll be like, what the hell are you smoking? The hell have you been smoking?
All right. Now I see how you feel about JJ. You said that earlier, but you definitely reiterated how you feel about
God.
Jerry Jake McCarthy.
Jake.
I get it.
Well, yeah. Some team will probably get him just
because of the name.
Just because if he's one of the top quarterbacks in this draft class, that goes to show you how bad this draft class is.
Jesus. I can't comment because I didn't watch any of the college games. I got to watch highlights and all that.
Drake May is considered 1 or 2 overall, like one of the best talents in this draft, that goes to show you either the talent sucks or people just want anybody.
Okay. Nah, tell me how you really feel.
Commanders go after Russell Wilson, draft Marvin Harrison Jr. So we'll see, but yeah, that's a long episode, my man. Covered a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we did.
That's a good way to kick off the off season.
I'm excited, man. It's like you said, there's so much happening this off season. It's hard to keep a track of every single thing that's happening in the football world. But besides the football world, there's so many sports happening. Baseball, softball, all. It's going to be fun, man. Like March Madness is coming up.
Man,
this is a great time for sports right now, man.
Fun time of the year right here.
Fun time of the year. It's almost like Christmas.
It kind of is. As you know, you got everything coming. But Kern,
big dog,
it was a pleasure. Another week,
man. It's been fun. It's been awesome. I always look forward to doing these with you, big dog. I always look forward to doing it.
Always. Have a good weekend.
Same to you.
Tell the fam I said hello.
Of course.
You guys stay safe.
Appreciate you. Tell your wife I said what's up. You stay safe.
I sure will.
Appreciate that.
But stay golden.
Be easy.
Be smooth. See you next week, Kern.
Later, y'all.